Hey guys, welcome to EURUSD review for today, Monday, September 22nd. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm going to do the levels after I get off this video, but it was a very simple setup. I couldn't have made it any easier if I tried. We had a clear low that we set on Friday morning. So what I'm looking for Sunday open is for us to undercut that low and set up a failed breakdown. Lo and behold, wow, all these levels that people judge me for, but do they work? I think so, because we clearly lost that low, consolidated for the next, what, I don't know, from 8:45 until 1:45. So you're looking at something around 5+ hours of consolidation. Did I wait 5 hours? No, I entered when I thought the price was proper. We pushed through, came back down, consolidated, accepted, and started pushing back at 11 o'clock before bed. I entered and I went to bed. I didn't worry. And I woke up in a lot of profit. I'm happy. One trade done. Moving on to the next one. Very simple. My favorite setup. A lowest set, ideally at a major level. We come back, undercut it, and reclaim it with force or volatility. We did that. If you're not sure, if you want to be patient, you can wait for some acceptance where price comes back down and then starts driving back up, or you could have grabbed it the first time. If you grabbed it the first time, it went from 1732 to 1741, 9 points. That's a great trade. Your entry would have been the green line. If you waited and you missed that, you could have entered when it pushed through again around 10:45, 11, and then you just hold a couple points below this lowest low as your stop loss. Simple as that. Above there, we had a reclaim of this major level. You can see it was an area we sold from. We came back, tested it at 2 o'clock in the morning, sold down a little bit, and then pushed through with force and volatility at 3:15. One could have longed anytime here between 3:15 to 3:45. Your patience would have paid off, and then we took off. We came up to this level I had. We hit it. Consolidated there for a while before pushing up to the next level. We almost tagged this major zone I had right here. What do I know about my major zones? I trust them. I know what I'm doing. Every day I work hard at this. So I noticed right after, guess what we did? We tagged it direct and we sold down. Around this time, I told my friend I'm looking for a failed breakdown of the 715 low before we can reclaim the 1790 zone. Why did I think that? Well, price doesn't move up in a straight line. I already had a position here, so I'm not going to rush into adding more, thinking we're going to reclaim a major resistance right away. You can see it was the area from which we sold last Thursday, hung out there for a long time, and eventually we sold down. So in my mind, it was pretty weak. It just needed one more little trap to get rid of anyone on board and let the institutions make the money that they think they deserve. We got a couple setups here. We got a dip in recovery. We just went below this. You could have waited for the dip below and then go long in the level above here. That would have worked all the way up. Or you could wait for this to clear and then go long. So see how we cleared it a little bit, wigged back down, and then pushed again at 11:15. That would have been your cue to add to the position or go for the failed breakdown. And then that worked out after. So what can I say? Levels super accurate. Mindset, setups, all working perfectly. What am I looking for now here on Euro USD? So obviously we're clearly very extended. The straightforward first answer I have is I want to pull back, sideways selling, bull flagging. If we sell into this area, it's not ideal. It's too close to the high. I prefer at least 15, 20 points if I can. So that will bring us down to this area. If we can get a dip in recovery or some new structure for a failed breakdown in this area, that'd be great. But realistically, I'd love a dip in recovery, failed breakdown of this zone. Sometimes we don't get all the way down to get below the low, but usually we can, and it's usually worth it to be patient for those setups just because you don't want to get locked out of the real move. So I'm looking for a dip below this, maybe a tag or two of one of these levels, and then continue upward movement as we have been very bullish on Euro USD on my channel since March. Go look at my first video if you don't believe me. Otherwise, don't waste my time. If we don't get a failed breakdown and we continue selling, a huge failed breakdown of this area will be ideal. And real quick, while I'm here, let's look at a real quick broader view, higher time frame on what we're seeing exactly. You can see this was a resistance we sold from, an area that we tried to push through a couple times before rejecting here mid of September. We consolidated there for a while before pushing up from there. We came back and back tested it, so I was looking for that failed breakdown in this breakout area. Price couldn't have been any better. I would say now we need to generally hold this area. If we can't, then we should see a bunch of more selling back into the zone right here, just because price is constantly setting up traps. We are trying to break out of this bull flag that I have been watching. It looks like to me that if we can hold this, we should see some good upside and maybe retest the highs we created. This looks to be a resistance area, so we already went above it. I'm looking for a little bit sell below before pushing back up. Long story short, my setups are failed breakdowns. A low is set, it's undercut, ideally at a major level of interest, and this clearly was. Bada bing, bada boom, make my money and go on with my day. If you want to learn, support and like as usual.